Hello, Leo. This is Feel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for September 1st through the 15th. I have already shuffled these cards. I'm doing it just a few times in front of you guys, and then I'm going to break them up, and we'll start this reading. How about this? Yeah, no. Okay, that's what I'm doing. All right. All right. This is for Leo, September 1st through the 15th. We have the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay, so the Ten of Swords, a heavy card to start off with. I feel like, Leo, what's going on, Leo? I feel like you're lost. Yes, I'm hearing depleted, but why are you this way? Let's see. Okay, I know this sounds really weird. I'm just gonna say what I'm hearing, okay? I feel like you've been swindled, old word. And I feel like you've been misled, and that people's intentions weren't true. I feel like, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that you're in a place right now where I'm not trying to blame you. I'm just trying to explain to you. So sorry if it doesn't come out right. I'm just trying to explain, and sometimes my vocabulary isn't all that great. But I feel like you're here maybe like in self-pity or depressed, let's just say, whatever that is. You're here, and so you're just kind of adding into that. So it's like you're in a dark hole because you're saddened and depressed, or you feel cheated, right? I understand that, but I feel like you're adding more to it. You're adding to that hole, that weight, that dead weight that's bringing you down. So you're kind of adding like the whole kitchen sink into it, which is understood because of how you feel. I'm just kind of describing what I'm feeling, okay? So I feel like you're adding even more to it than it needs to be. You, your, your pain, your suffering, the depletion that you feel, it's almost like you're adding to it, which is not good for you because it's weighing you down even worse. But I get it. Who has not been there? We've all been there. I don't give a shit who you are. We've all done this. So please, I just want you to know that. The next card is the Seven of Cups, which also talks about exactly what I'm talking about, actually, and the distractions going on too. So you're adding to it, and then you have these distractions that are not helping you focus on really the goals that you need to achieve. Or yeah, and it's like you're adding more stuff in your, and this is the adding here. This is you looking at other things, maybe wanting to blame or put in that hole that I was speaking about, and it's not really helping you to focus. um it's like more like, and part of you is the sad and the feeling the cheated or the depleted, and the other half of you is like kind of wondering when, why, what. So there's this, because this look here is showing me like you're kind of looking up, kind of like, when is this going to end? When will good things land for me? When? So you're kind of you're all in this space that's not really helping you. Um, I keep hearing depletion, depletion. Let me go to the next card. The King of Wands. Now, this guy, he was in my first reading, I think, which was Aries. And this guy was feisty. I heard feisty, and I was in this read and I felt him more powerful. Here, I'm seeing in his eyes, there's almost a little bit of doubt. I feel like you can easily get yourself back to this place of power, of strength, of control. But it requires you having the energy and the ability to get up and take some effort and action. Now, what I mean by that is it doesn't have to be of a violent nature. The wands for me represent more like getting up and doing something. So, for example, this has nothing to do with what my read, but let's say the floor is dirty and you keep seeing it and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Let's say in your kitchen, and you're just looking at it and you're looking at it and it's getting worse and it's getting worse and you're just like, it's getting, and you're just throwing trash on the floor, or you see more trash adding up, but there's a broom right there, right next door to you, right where you're sitting or looking at it. It requires action to clean up this mess, to clean up that mess. You have to get the broom. It takes effort, right? You got to go reach over there and have the willingness to grab the broom. If you have a rug there, you got to lift the rug. You got to sweep the corners. You got to make sure you get that whole area, because trash is piling up and dust and dirt and whatever. It requires effort on your behalf to clean this up. So I see a little doubt in this guy's face, but the staff really speaks of its strength, which is your strength. It really talks about your strength. And if I'm correct, you're a fire sign. So it's like that staff has some kind of power to it, which represents you because you're holding that power. You're the owner of that staff. You could even kind of say there might be even a glimpse of fire wanting to begin at the tip of this wand, right? But that requires you cleaning up some. So you have to like clean up some of this. I'm not saying it's your mess. I'm just saying to get to a place where you're focused again, you might have to grab that broom and clean up your mess, other people's mess, and you got to get out of depletion and feeling not victim, because I don't feel that. I mean, I do feel that, but I don't want to make it sound like, oh, you're playing victim. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like get yourself out of that and start moving, because this is just wearing you down. I have been in this place and it took me so long at one time to get out of it. And it gets so comfortable to be in this space for whatever reasons in your life that affected you to put you here. You know, I understand. But what I'm asking you, Leo, is if you can find the strength and start looking at it Start looking at some of this and try to fight for your happiness. Fight for your little piece of the pie on this big old fucking planet. You know what I mean? Like, get up and get out of this funk and be the person that you're meant to be. Start over again. Begin. Begin somewhere. You certainly have the tool for it. You have the wand that it, you're already ready with it. You know what I mean? Like you're ready. You're down in a sense. But I think this all is holding you down. And if you keep adding to it, it gets so hard to receive this or to achieve this. I see a little doubt in his eyes, but it's not gone. I mean, it's not prominent. You can easily erase that. Easily. The King of Wands isn't like some of the other cards, like the Five of Pentacles, where the people are in the cold and they're freezing and they're like looking for a handout or help, excuse me, or whatever you want to call it, help. You know, yes, these cards kind of show you depleted and worn out, but this card, which represents you, he's wearing like this red gown. He's got like gold on. He's got a crown. He's got his staff. He's got fire under him. So you have it. It's there. It's your natural way of being. It's just all of this shit, these swords that are fucking in your back. You got to start pulling them out, man. Have somebody help you pull them out. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of keeping you limited and you're not growing to your full potential. And you should really be in this status right here. And you're totally capable of being there. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for Leo in the month of September. That this is more about showing you that this is where you should be and you should not be here. So perhaps you start feeling this in September. Perhaps this has already been going on. But I'm trying to show you that you can be here and that you can have all the royalness and you can have this. The wands to me are about moving and growth and moving forward. I really feel for me, the wands really are of a doing nature, of a making it and moving it and getting along and doing your thing. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling you need to get doing your thing. You know what I mean? So you've these distractions that are holding you down, or perhaps uh, the, the the past is pinned you down and you need to get out of there and start looking more at the Seven of Cups is more of opportunities about growth and what direction you want to go in, instead of them kind of leaning this way with the Ten of Swords. I really want this card to go this way, and maybe look at it more like an opportunity. So when things are kind of coming around you, you're not looking at like, oh, I can't do it, which is not making fun of you, trying to tell you like, I can't do it. I don't have it in me, blah, 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 the lack of confidence, whatever, lack of power and strength. I want you to be on this side being like, that's something maybe I can look at, that's a possibility. That's an opportunity. I don't know, maybe I can look at it 3 months down the road. But you've opened that door. You've opened the window for that to come in. Whereas here, you've just shut the door. You've shut that window down. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for Leo, is that I see that you've got to get out of this state that you've been in and really look at getting out and back into action where you're meant to be. You're meant to be out there in action with all your fire, with all your ability, and get back to moving and grooving and being the person that you're meant to be, Leo. You are meant to be out there and engaging with other beings and expressing your energy and using that fire that's in you. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, okay? In the month of September, it talks about you getting out of this space of where you are and really moving forward into growth and into expansion and to new light. And it's about finding this in you again because it's shut down. Get this back up. Get this out. Get out there. You know what I mean? Get out of this funk. And I'm not trying to yell at you. I'm trying to say it's in you. It's time to get out. It's time to experience again and feel new. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. Um, feel revived. I just heard. I don't. I've heard. I'm hearing not vengeance. Like I guess I'm supposed to say to you like if you need to think of it as like vengeance. Get back in there. Get them all back. But it's not about vengeance, right? Revenge. I don't even know if I'm using the right word. But it's more about clearing and making it even again because it hasn't been even for a while. And it's about if you need to use revenge in your head a little bit to get it back out there, go for it. But the revenge is more about clearing and wiping the slate, like they say, clean and making it even again. So you're even, you're equal again because I feel like you haven't been feeling that way. That's what I'm getting. That's that message I was hearing. I'm going to pull one card over here, see what we're doing, see what we're seeing. The Ace of Swords, that's a really big card, and it talks about the fact that you are really in a space where I'm hearing cunningness. Okay, hold on. Even though this is talking about you, the cunningness in you. So I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. What I feel is like they're fucking telling me you're like this, but you fucking have it in you to get the fuck out. You're like, you have the top card, and it's like saying, get the fuck out of this shit. You know you fucking got it in you. You might even be kind of thick-headed. So pull out your fucking sword that's in you and get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Kind of, that's kind of what I felt. Sorry, not yelling at you. That's like you're very cunning, which I don't know if that's a good word or a bad word. I have to look it up. But I think we can use it here. In other words, like it's like to me it reminds me like you're stuck in a ditch and you've got to figure a way out, you know what I mean, to survive. And so you've got to do what you got to do, or you're in a crowd and you've got to get a little ugly to get to the front of the line to receive something. I'm not sure. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Like you might even have to get a little ugly or a little gritty to get out, but that's okay. I think that's part of where that revenge feeling came too, where I was like, look, if you got to feel that to kind of get you out, okay. But if the revenge isn't a physical one where you're attacking people or fucking with their moral character or whatever, it's more about you getting back in the game again and clearing the slates and getting back out there and living and using that fire that's built in you. You have it there. You have the ability with this Ace of Swords to get the fuck out and start something. Okay? Start your life again. Start being yourself again. That's what I'm feeling. Wow. Feeling like yourself again. Okay? So I'm Fuel the Soul, and that's the read I have for you in the month of September. I think I'll be back mid-month, but I really feel this is the full month of September and for some of the past that you've had. So this is about you getting up and out and starting to spread your wings and expand again in the month of September. I Feel the Soul, and I feel so grateful to read for you. God bless you, and I will see you again. Okay? Bye.